Hi there, my name is Sam Hanley. I'm the daddy of a 3.5-week-old baby. His name is Glen and he had to go through a first big operation in the first week of his life. But as you know from the first videos, everything went well. And at this point, thank you again so much for your support, for the many prayers, comments, emails, messages we've received. It's given us an indescribable strength and courage to go through this challenging time. I'm creating this next video because Glen has another operation next Monday ahead of him. And the good news is though that we needed a lot of patience now since the first operation. The doctors wanted to give him time, but this patience was well worth it, because the doctors have been able to see a small growth in the left part of the heart, which gives them the belief that Glen should be in the position to have a heart with a two-chamber solution. And to explain that a little bit, what the situation is like, let me quickly show you a graphic. So here on the left-hand side you can see a normal heart, and on the right-hand side you can see a heart similar to Glen's. It's not 100% accurate, but I think it would go too far to explain everything in detail. As you might remember from biology, this is the right part of the heart and this is the left part. The right part is responsible for pumping blood to the lungs. The blood comes back, and the left part of the heart is responsible to pump the blood through the aorta to the body. And in Glen's case, the left part of the heart is too small, and so it wouldn't be strong enough to pump enough blood through the aorta to provide the body with enough oxygen-rich blood. And so to help him in a first stage, the doctors have kept the ductus open here, and basically this then allows the right part of the heart to take over some of the job of the left part of the heart. So the right part doesn't only pump blood to the lungs, but also via the ductus through the aorta to the body. Now, as you can see, the left part of the heart is too small, and also the aorta is much too thin. But with the first operation, a little bit more pressure was applied to the left part to see if we can see just a little form of growth. The good news is, yes, the left part has now grown a little bit, which gives the doctors the faith that yes, Glen should be able to cope with a two-chamber solution. Now, the operation on Monday is basically now providing the heart with everything it needs so that left and right can then do the jobs that it's supposed to do. And so the biggest part of the operation is that this aorta has to become wider. So they have to do a lot of modifications to this aorta, and they will also close this ductus, so there's no connection here anymore. And I believe there's also a hole between the left and right part which they will have to close. And with that, the left part of the heart will then be able to pump normally, will then have the full responsibility to pump blood to the entire body. Now, on the one hand, it's already a huge milestone for us as parents, to see that this two-chamber solution should be possible, because with that we're definitely a huge step closer to Glen once being able to lead an unrestricted life. And I think that's already a first huge miracle, that in this short period of time one could see a small growth, and that has given the doctors the confirmation that we can move forward this way. But as a daddy, I don't even want to start to think about what they have to do to Glen to be able to operate him on Monday. And so I'm here again asking you, would you help Glen, would you help us as parents believe that this operation may move forward without complications, that everything goes the way it should, and that also after the operation Glen can recover, and that this big change to such a small body, that he can cope with this, and that his heart can then, gradually grow into this heart into those 2 chambers that it needs so that Glen may lead an unrestricted life in future. Thank you so much for your indescribable support. We'll keep you updated how things go in the next video.